forward to welcoming Caitlin Clark back this year. Did you get any chance to critique her work? She was holding the microphone over the weekend on NBA. You're doing a pretty good job. You didn't give her any advice?
No, she did so good. So proud of her. So fun to see her in that atmosphere, too.
After Caitlin Clark's NBC broadcast debut, Lexie Hull offered her the ultimate cosign, and she didn't hold anything back. Lexie publicly praised Caitlin's performance as an NBA pundit, while other WNBA players remained mute or shaded. This same player acknowledged that the league is envious of the Indiana Fever's accomplishments. This is what she said, and you won't believe how important it is. Is Caitlin the greatest teammate in the WNBA because of Lexie Hull's open support for her? Or do we interpret fundamental professional civility too broadly?
You would have told me last year, my rookie year, that this place would be filled for the majority of our games. I would have thought you were crazy. And last year, the year before that, proved me wrong. So, I mean, the growth has been incredible. We're so lucky to be part of this moment right now and the continued growth of the sport.
Oh, that's awesome.
During an interview, Lexie Hull was questioned regarding Caitlin Clark's recent position as an NBC analyst for Basketball Night in America. Given that Lexie has expertise in the media, the interviewer inquired if she had a chance to comment on Caitlin's performance or offer advice. Lexie responded right away and honestly, No, she performed really well. I am really proud of her. It was also a lot of fun to see her there. In light of how WNBA players have handled Caitlin's success, that may not seem groundbreaking at first.
And the Knicks taking center stage here for the 302nd overall meeting, and for the first time ever, we've got Basketball Night in America, the first Sunday in February, and we're joined by our special correspondent. Welcome to the team, Caitlin Clark.
Yes. First time
Welcome.
in MSG for a Knicks game, so it's pretty cool.
I know, it's our first Knicks game, first time feeling the atmosphere. We got to get you to play on this court one day.
We have to talk to Matt Adam about that.
Can we make it mellow? Honestly, if there's someone
even if it's a preseason game, we got to get it done. I don't think the Liberty will want to move a game over here, but we'll play anybody. It'll be fun.
Yeah. How could you describe maybe the atmosphere your first time in it?
To put everything into perspective, Caitlin Clark recently made history by becoming the first currently active WNBA athlete selected to appear on NBC's main basketball platform as a guest analyst. She provided NBA game breakdowns alongside all-time greats such as Carmelo Anthony, Tracy McGrady, and Vince Carter, a moment that represents a major step forward not only for Caitlin, but for the league she represents. An accomplishment like this should have been widely applauded because it clearly signals that national broadcasters respect the basketball IQ of WNBA players enough to place them in NBA-centered coverage. Yet the response across the league was virtually non-existent. There were no public messages of support, no social media recognition, and no visible acknowledgement at all. Ironically, several established players who often voice frustration about limited media exposure for women's basketball chose to remain quiet when one of their peers secured a landmark broadcasting role. That lack of reaction is telling, highlighting the insecurity and resentment that have followed Caitlin since her entrance into the league. Lexie Hull, however, separated herself from that silence by publicly expressing pride in Caitlin and praising her performance. That is the behavior of a genuine teammate. That is how emotionally secure and self-aware people respond. They uplift those around them instead of viewing success as a threat. Lexie had no obligation to speak at all and could have easily avoided the topic, but instead she deliberately shared her pride and noted how enjoyable it was to see Caitlin succeed in that setting, which is what real, unfiltered support actually looks like.
What do you feel was the best thing? I had a daughter who came through youth sports and really encouraged her to go out and play, especially basketball, obviously. I'm a little biased to the sport. But ultimately, stay engaged, stay encouraged to go out there and play, even though some may say you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I think sports give you so many life lessons. You become such a well-rounded human. You make some of the best relationships, some of the best experiences of your life through sports. So, I mean, I'm very grateful for the things that basketball has brought me, the people that it has brought me. So I would encourage everyone to get out there.
Additionally, the interviewer inquired about Lexie's personal development as a player, particularly her increase in three-point shooting. Lex gave a compelling response. Assurance. It's all confidence shooting, in my opinion. You have good days and poor days, but the most important thing, in my opinion, is just trusting that you will continue to show up and do your daily tasks despite the individual effort you put in before and after practice. She talks about confidence, but she doesn't specifically state where it originated from.
Talking with some of the fans tonight. I'm curious, I wanted to bring up some of the appearances you've made. I know you were in Fisher's at the mall, and there was an autograph signing, and fans were lined up all over the facility, like 2,000, 3,000. Now everywhere you go, do you get stopped and asked for autographs?
Yeah, I mean, there's Fever fans everywhere. There's women basketball fans everywhere. So it's really special. I think it just goes to show you the growth of the sport. I mean, we're so grateful for the fans, people that show up every day, but they're supporters all year round. We're so lucky.
And what do you see as the
Let's roll the clock back to 2023 for a moment. Lexie Hull was in a rough place, coming into the league as the 6th pick in the 2022 draft with major expectations that she simply wasn't living up to. She was battling for court time, fighting to stay relevant on the roster, and slowly slipping out of the spotlight. The Indiana Fever were stuck at the bottom of the standings, playing before sparse crowds and routinely getting blown out. At that point, Lexie was dangerously close to becoming another highly drafted player whose professional career never fully took off. Then April 15th, 2024 changed everything. Indiana selected Caitlin Clark, and the ripple effect was immediate, reshaping not only the franchise's direction, but completely altering the trajectory of Lexie Hull's career. For the first time, she had an elite floor general capable of delivering the ball exactly where she could be most effective. Caitlin's range and defensive pull stretched opponents far beyond the arc, opening up space Lexie had never previously enjoyed. Instead of forcing shots through traffic, she was suddenly spotting up with room to breathe, especially from the corners. And she capitalized. Her shooting numbers climbed, her overall efficiency surged, and she transformed from a player barely holding onto a rotation role into one of the league's most reliable and productive 3-and-D wings. And she's fully aware of who made that transformation possible. Lexie's professional revival is directly tied to the on-court pull created by number 22, and she has never shied away from openly recognizing that influence. In past conversations, she has gone even further, speaking candidly about the resentment circulating around the league toward the Indiana Fever. Lexie has acknowledged that opposing teams and players are envious of the spotlight, the charter travel, the packed venues, and the national attention that Caitlin brought with her to Indiana. That's an active player confirming that the rough contact, the ignored handshakes, and the passive-aggressive social media posts all trace back to a single source: envy. They watch the Fever board private flights while others remain on commercial planes. They see Indiana featured on national broadcasts night after night, while their own games are tucked away on streaming platforms. And rather than meeting that standard, frustration takes over. Lexie Hull has been unafraid to call out that reality. Her statement, "We didn't ask for the moment. We showed up and took advantage of it," perfectly reflects a winner's mindset. She is standing up for her teammate and her organization while pushing back against a league eager to see them stumble. Her consistent, public backing of Caitlin, including her praise for the NBC appearance, is an extension of that stance and a clear sign of loyalty under pressure. The connection between Lexie and Caitlin goes far beyond sharing the same jersey. It's a genuine friendship, not just a working relationship, and fans see it constantly through their playful TikToks and the way they joke about tanning and being pale. That off-court closeness carries directly onto the floor. When games tighten up, when the Fever are staring at a double-digit deficit late in the fourth quarter, Caitlin consistently turns to Lexie because she believes in her. That confidence wasn't automatic. It was forged during a punishing first season when they faced relentless criticism and felt the entire basketball world pushing against them. Watching Lexie light up with pride while speaking about Caitlin's NBC debut highlights a kind of backing that's rare in pro sports. Most athletes chase attention for themselves, but Lexie is comfortable enough to genuinely celebrate someone else's moment, openly saying she's proud without a hint of insecurity. There's no bitterness, no side-eye, no subtle shots, just real joy for a close friend's achievement. That same chemistry showed up during the 2025 playoff run, when Lexie buried clutch threes against the Connecticut Sun, making it clear she isn't merely along for the ride. She's a vital component of the machine that keeps everything running. That postseason showing marked Lexie's true arrival and confirmed she's prepared to play a meaningful role on a team with title aspirations. When you compare her vocal encouragement to the complete quiet from much of the rest of the WNBA, the difference couldn't be clearer. When Caitlin landed the NBC opportunity, where were the veteran shout-outs? Where were the public messages from players who constantly talk about advancing women's basketball? They were nowhere to be found, because many weren't genuinely pleased by Caitlyn's rise. Instead, frustration crept in. They wanted those chances for themselves, despite not creating the same demand, impact, or visibility. Lexie also touched on the environment inside arenas during her interview, explaining that if someone had told her during her rookie season that Indiana would be drawing packed crowds for most games, she would have laughed it off, but Caitlyn proved that unimaginable scenario possible. That statement wasn't exaggeration, it was honesty. Caitlyn reshaped the Fever from the ground up, boosting attendance, increasing revenue, and restoring national relevance. Coaching circumstances mattered as well in Lexie's journey. Under the previous staff, she was frequently pulled during critical stretches without clear reasoning, with confusing rotations and unpredictable playing time disrupting any chance of rhythm. Despite all the setbacks, Lexie never gave up. She stayed focused and kept believing in herself. Now, with Stephanie White stepping in as head coach, she's positioned for a breakout campaign. White prioritizes shooting and defense, precisely the strengths Lexie brings, making her an ideal fit for the system. With Caitlyn orchestrating the offense, Lexie has a real chance to reach all-star level performance. Her upcoming contract situation adds another layer to the story. Approaching free agency, Lexie's statements and interviews convey a strong desire to remain in Indiana long-term. She speaks about unfinished goals, returning to the playoffs, and ultimately winning a championship, fully aware that opportunity and stability are rare. While she could explore other teams for more shot opportunities, it would come at a cost: smaller crowds, commercial flights instead of charters, and the absence of a passer like Caitlin Clark consistently creating open looks for her. Staying in Indiana gives her both the platform and the environment to maximize her potential. Lexie is sharp and strategic. She understands that staying alongside Caitlyn is the key to a long, prosperous career. Their connection is genuine. The results speak for themselves, and the trajectory ahead is bright. Why risk leaving that chemistry to join a squad where established players might resent her simply for benefiting from Caitlyn's rise? The mental fortitude Lexie has shown to reach this point is remarkable. Her early career was a struggle. Fans called for her release. The media largely ignored her, but she never gave up. She honed her shot in isolation, tightened her defensive game, and when Caitlyn's arrival brought the spotlight, Lexie was fully prepared. That is precisely the kind of player any team wants. Someone who grinds behind the scenes and is ready to seize opportunity the moment it appears. Her visible support for Caitlyn also sends a clear message to the league. The Indiana Fever are no longer playing nice. They aren't apologizing for their attention or their success. Lexie is essentially telling the doubters, yes, you're envious, and we're moving forward anyway. That confidence, that embrace of an us against the world identity, transforms a team into a force that is extremely hard to stop. Look at history for context. The Detroit Pistons' bad boys, the dominant Bulls of the 90s. The Fever are beginning to cultivate that same fearless edge, and Lexie Hull is at the forefront of that shift. She isn't hesitant to call out envy, defend her teammate, or openly recognize how Caitlyn transformed the trajectory of her career. That combination of honesty and loyalty is exactly what championship-level cultures are built upon. The fact that Lexie made a point to publicly praise Caitlyn's NBC performance also signals that she's paying attention to her teammates' growth beyond just basketball. She cares about Caitlyn's success as a person, not simply as the facilitator who sets her up for easy shots. That's the essence of genuine friendship, a rarity in professional sports, where everyone is chasing the same scarce opportunities. Looking ahead to 2026, we're likely to witness a new, more self-assured Lexie Hull. She understands her role, she recognizes her worth, and she's ready to own it. And she knows her quarterback will always deliver. Meanwhile, the rest of the league can stew in jealousy and resentment if they choose. While others grumble, Lexie and Caitlyn are laser-focused on their goal, hanging banners in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The bond between them isn't just hype. The chemistry is authentic, the talent undeniable, and the envy around them only adds fuel to their fire. Lexie's public praise of Caitlyn's NBC debut goes far beyond simple teammate courtesy. It's a declaration. It says, "We move together. We lift each other up. And if that bothers you, that's your problem, not ours. This is the blueprint the WNBA should embrace. Athletes celebrating one another's achievements, acknowledging moments that raise the profile of the league, and cultivating real friendships that translate directly into on-court synergy. Instead, the league is filled with envious veterans who struggle with Caitlyn's rising popularity, while players like Lexie Hull embody true professionalism and authentic support. The Fever are building something remarkable. Two stars who genuinely lift each other up, a coach who knows how to maximize their talents, and a fan base that's passionate and relentless. The jealous critics can stew in their bitterness, but Lexie and Caitlyn will continue to succeed both on the floor and off it. Lexie has shown exactly what a real teammate does: celebrate achievements without envy or resentment. While much of the WNBA remained silent on Caitlyn's NBC milestone, Lexie openly praised her and displayed heartfelt pride. That is what championship culture looks like. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more Fever coverage, and share your thoughts on whether Lexie is the ultimate complement to Caitlyn's game. Thanks for tuning in.